Hello and welcome to See If It Sticks, the only podcast in the northeast, southeast area of England that deals with first world problems, takes them, solves them, then chews them up, spits them back out, rolls them into a piece of sushi wrapper, and then feeds them to hungry tourists on the South Bank. I'm Dom.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Stu.
Oh! Hey! Special guest. Stuart's here today. Ross is busy off, I don't know.
Wombling in Wimbledon.
Wombling along Wimbledon Common. Wombling free. The Rosses of Wimbledon Common, are we?
So, I wasn't sure that our scope was so vast. Essentially, the northeast and southeast is really just the entire east, isn't it?
Yes. We are the entire east coast of England.
Right, okay.
Scripted by a compass today.
Coast to coast. We can also do the shipping forecast.
We roll in out coast to coast.
Boom, 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 boom. There you go. So we brought Stu on.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
What you've been up to since you've last been on the podcast?
I can't remember the last time I was on.
It was a little while.
It was a little while. Little while.
Ross has been very good recently.
He has.
He's actually been attending the weekly meeting.
He's slippery. He's a slippery, wily old fox now. I can't quite grab him and put him in the boot of the car.
I think it was since we reduced the amount of prep time from 6 days a week plus the 1 day of recording a podcast to 5 days a week plus the 1 day of recording a podcast.
Yes, that's true.
I think where he's got more time to actually go to work.
And make some money.
Yeah.
You can afford to get here now.
Yeah. Which is good.
Whereas we come here in our gold-plated helicopters.
Yeah. No offence, Stu. But it's just better when Ross is here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I hate myself just as much as all you do. You all hate me.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This is going to be the worst podcast you're going to listen to for a while.
No, yeah, definitely.
Dan, what's in your bulging mail sack of things?
Well, actually, this wasn't sent to us. I saw it.
Oh! You found it.
Like a good podcaster, I saw something which was of interest to our podcast.
Really?
And I capitalised on it.
You capitalised on it.
Eagle
This is a long time ago. This is a real deep cut now. Remember we did that episode about umbrellas?
Yeah.
About how
That is a deep cut.
it was largely about how the umbrella keeps your top half dry, but then the rest of you gets wet, and then it sort of drips onto other people and whatnot. Well, I saw this, which is, I can't believe that we didn't think of a solution as simple as this. Someone has simply draped some plastic over the top of the umbrella so that it goes down to the floor. So it looks a little bit like, like some sort of sci-fi tube that comes down and goes...
And sucks you up.
Yeah.
It's basically a rain mac for an umbrella.
Basically, yes. It looks when you're inside it, you look like Augustus Gloop. Stuck in the inner workings of the chocolate factory.
What do you get when you're out in the rain? Quite a good impression, actually.
It's not bad,
Bad. Yeah.
That was one of the original.
You did say that you did want to be heavily involved in the chocolate industry as well.
That's true. Earlier on, we were watching a show.
I thought that was a euphemism.
No, earlier on, we were watching a show.
I want to get involved in the chocolate industry.
An antique show where this woman went to sell a thing to like a chocolatier. And I just turned around to Stu and I went, I think I'd make a good chocolatier. I've got the ruddy cheeks for it. And I'd be like, oh, hello, welcome to my chocolate shop. My name is Han.
Why don't you give it a go? Because like that sort of like that, the craft, like the independent craft food and drink market is really big at the moment.
Yeah.
It is.
It's true.
But
But
how many
people have a curly mustache?
You'd have to wear a beard net as well nowadays. You
That's
You would
true.
have to wear a beard net.
I
But that
don't-
could be your unique selling
Snood.
point.
Well, you don't wear it.
Hairy chocolate.
Hairy chocolate.
If you get some beard hair in your chocolate, you win a prize.
You win a night with me eating my beard hair.
You could do.
Nope.
You could. Yeah. It could be beard. Yeah. Beardy chocolate. Hairy chocolate.
Like Hairy Biker, but
Yeah. And then all of your products could have hair related puns.
like
Hazelnut.
I'm trying to think of a pun on truffle. I can't.
It's a tough
What's
call.
the pompadour pie?
That's not chocolate though.
No,
That's pie.
that's pie.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do pies on the side.
You could call it pie. You could have like what could be in the middle of it?
Bob bonbons.
Yep.
Bob bonbons.
You could have
Mullet mint choc.
I like that one.
double chocolate chin.
Oh. Mustachio truffles.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Mustachio truffles. Yeah. You got any?
I'm trying to think of something to do with mutton chops.
Don't forget to incorporate other areas.
Mutton chop chip.
Like,
there you go.
How's a way that we can get all, like weirdly placed nipple hair into a pun? So yeah, that's the. Anyway, let's move on from that. That is a solution.
What do you get when you fill your chocolate full of hair?
I know why I haven't been invited back for a while now.
Oh, God. Right. We have a problem. Well, actually, we've got an email that follows with a problem. It's from good friend of the show who told me the other day he could not stay away.
Good.
Lardy Basto himself.
We're Moorish, like Dom's hair chocolate.
Because it's laced with heroin.
Hey, heroin!
Hey!
And it's from location, Planet Thanet.
Oh, I'm so excited because I know what's coming. As soon as I hear there's an email from Planet Thanet.
Afternoon, wank wizards. Hey! Once more, I have returned to seek your help. Huzzah! Everybody! Huzzah! When I'm out shopping with Lady Basto and Mini Basto.
You should probably mention that this is from Lardy Basto.
This is from Lardy Basto. I did say it's from
did you?
Show Lardy Basto.
Oh, sorry, I missed
Sure,
that.
that was and then promptly followed by Wanking Wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's out shopping with Lady Basto and Mini Basto. Hello, Lady Basto. Probably Mini Basto doesn't get to listen to this because he's only one.
We should do a wholesome children's version of this podcast.
Yeah,
at some point.
just for Mini Basto. I often get lumbered with standing outside the shop with Doggy Basto. This could be like a children's show,
This
like
is
Peppa
like-
Pig.
this
Yeah,
is-
like Granddad Pig.
Well,
Papa Pig.
I was going to say this is like in the sort of early 90s when you finally got to meet the rest of Mr. Blobby's family.
Yeah. It's a watershed moment.
It's a watershed moment. You get really into the mind of Blob. Yeah. Eat. Oh, how it fucks me off when people feel the need to come and chat to the dog. Always the same inane chat. What's its name? How old is he? And then the inevitable tediousness of how they had one, how long it lived, and what it used to eat. Why can't these people just leave me alone? Without them, I'd be approached by no one and life would be bliss. I've tried ignoring them, pretending to be deaf, assuming a made-up foreign accent, and also being outright rude. But I can't just shake the cunts off. Whoa! First cunt of the day. Help me, mighty peeps. Or am I just being a miserable sod? P.S. Who's your favourite Ian? Mine's McShane.
Mine is McKellen.
You pinched my Ian.
Mine's Beale.
But the rough years.
The rough years of Ian Beale.
Do you think that these are like reflections? Do you think it's like Jungian archetypes? Like there's an aspect of each of us in our chosen Ian. Mine's very flamboyant.
Mine's a fucking loser with a chip shop.
Lardy's is very gruff.
Can you be a loser if you own a chip shop?
I think that is the sole criteria for owning a chip shop.
No.
Who's your favourite Ian? You can't think of any Ian.
No, I can't. I was going to go for McKellen, but then Dan got there
You
first.
can say McKellen. You can share it with Dan.
I don't want to share McKellen with Dan.
I think
I'm sure he'd like to share.
I'm trying
Make
to think
me
about,
an Ian sandwich.
what other Ians are there?
Well, you've got Ian McKellen, Ian McShane, Ian Beale.
So the three that have just been
The
mentioned.
three Ians. Ian...
Fitzgerald.
Who's that?
He was a 1,500 metre runner in the 70s.
Oh.
Ian M. Banks.
That was a complete lie.
I don't do sports.
Actually, no,
That
Ian
was
M.
a complete
Banks.
lie.
Ian M. Banks is my favourite Ian. He's a sci-fi writer, but also writes under the name Ian Banks, Scottish guy, and he writes weird non-genre stuff your dad likes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So is that your favourite Ian?
Yeah, why not?
Why
You're
not?
Ian Banks, I'm Ian M. Banks.
I'm just trying to get over the chip shop revelation that
Only loses own
only losers own chip shops.
Well, didn't you know this, Stu?
No.
Well known.
You know, once I know that I've probably told at least one of you this story outside of the podcast before, but once I went to university with a guy called
Ian.
Johnny,
Oh yeah.
and I
know the name.
I met him at university, and we were kind of talking one day about what we would do if we kind of didn't finish university, or like what we would do with our life if we weren't.
You said do a podcast.
Going to university. My first thing was I said I would do a podcast. The second thing is that I said, well, you know what? I've always kind of like fancied working with my hands and maybe I'll go and become a chippy.
And he thought you meant chip shop.
And he looked at me really perplexed and said, really? I never sort of like had you down for that. And we had like a whole like 15-minute conversation. I was like, well, you know, I like working with my hands, and I've always thought that I might be quite good at it if I just sort of put enough time into it. Like, you know, my cousin Scott is is like a...
I come from a long line of chippies.
Like started, you know, doing that, and you know, he's quite good at it, and you know, I really appreciate the work. You know, when I see the workmanship of a really good chippy. And he was like, he finally said at the end of it, he's like, what? So would you just, I don't know, what would you just buy a shop and then just go for it, or like, do you need any like training? And I was like, buy a shop? No. Like, you know, I'd probably go and get an apprenticeship or something. He's like, you can get an apprenticeship. Oh yeah, he thought I meant going on a chip shop.
Oh, how middle class of him. I wonder what he meant if you said Sparky.
Yeah.
He thought it was some sort of weird slang for a rent boy or something.
Yeah.
It's just where your mind goes.
Yeah, well.
Or a boxer.
Or a boxer.
Be a Sparky boxer.
Yeah, spark him out.
Yeah.
That's coming up, isn't it? That big fight.
Yeah.
I think me and Matt are buying it.
It's next week.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone come to my house.
It's on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Yeah.
We're at a function that day.
At my
Fortunately, we are at your house, so we
I know what will be happening.
Sneak off, barricade the door, lock the women outside,
and scream as
masturbate furiously to two men with no tops on, beating each other up.
I watched Conor McGregor get knocked the fuck out in about 10 seconds.
I'm backing McGregor for this one, man.
Are you? I don't know.
You're a fool.
The guy is very good.
You're a fool, sir.
A very good UFC fighter, but box is just different.
Floyd Mayweather's like probably one of the best defensive boxers of all time.
He is an arsehole. Like, he is a massive arsehole, as is Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah, big time.
But I think Mayweather would beat him to the punch.
I really enjoy Conor McGregor. If I wasn't already fully in love with him when he wore the suit that was tailored with "fuck you" on the pinstripes, that sealed it for me.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as good as he is as a mixed martial artist, he ain't a boxer.
That is true.
It's a different game.
So it's an absolutely different game. You know, like the best boxers. I know he appears to be in like really peak physical shape, but you don't like, you know, some of the best boxers aren't like, you know, really cut doing all this like core stuff. Like some of the best boxers, they're just good at boxing.
They're good at punching people and dancing around a ring.
Everybody's good at something.
Yeah,
and boxers are good at boxing.
They are. Predominantly, you do find that boxers are pretty good at boxing.
Well, not all boxers. Some of them lose.
Yeah,
one man has to lose. And sometimes
I mean,
me.
You look at, you know, when Hulk Hogan fought a boxer.
Yeah.
Who was it that Hulk Hogan fought? I can't remember now. I can't for the life of me remember who it was.
In the 80s, I imagine.
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield.
Did he go into like State of Hulkamania? Silken Chinese hair, hot dog skin.
Promptly got his arse handed to him.
That's the Hulk Hogan look. He's got silken Chinese hair, hot dog skin.
Jabroni.
What you gonna do when you see these 20-inch pythons coming at you, brother?
It's the eyes. It's when you do the eyes with that.
He does do the eyes.
I know, but it's all right when he does it.
He doesn't exist anymore anyway.
What I think we should do... Oh, yeah.
He genuinely doesn't exist.
He's been erased from the archives.
He's been pulled out of the WWE archives.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because he was extremely fucking racist.
Yeah.
And was caught doing it.
Must have missed that.
Yeah. Like, he said some pretty
Don't forget
pretty choice things.
Don't forget that for all the controversy that occurs within the World Wrestling Federation or World Wrestling Entertainment now, even
when Vince McMahon tried to make Trish Stratus kiss his ass, and The Rock beat him down for it.
I've got to say, I don't know who any of these people are.
Did you never watch WWE when you were younger?
End the podcast. Stop. End the podcast.
Damn it!
No, not really.
Really, you never watched it?
Yeah.
Well, this is.
Wasn't really on, was it?
I suppose this is why we're sitting next to a man who thinks that Conor McGregor's going to beat Floyd Mayweather in the ring then.
Obviously, you've never watched the World Wrestling Federation. We can tell you now. When Brock Lesnar made the jump from WWE to UFC. Genuinely one of the wrestlers.
That didn't go well, did it?
Oh, no, he was pretty good for a while. He did have a decent record.
I think it didn't go very well.
Oh, no, it was someone else that didn't go very well.
Oh, right.
I think it was CM Punk, maybe?
I don't think CM Punk went into mixed martial arts, did he?
Was it John Cena? No, joking. Anyway, Stu is looking very uncomfortable.
Got a fucking clue what you're talking about.
We've got a problem about this sort of thing coming up soon.
Coming up, yeah.
Right, the dog thing.
We just sync-umed. The dog thing.
The dog thing. Well,
first of all, I want to find out what Stu's favourite Ian is. I'm not having him.
Who's your favourite Ian?
I'm not letting him cop out of this and name one of your Ians.
There are no more Ians.
There are loads of Ians.
Name another one then.
Oh, fucking hell. There's
Ian McDiarmid.
That's true.
Who's that?
Unlimited power!
Emperor Palpatine.
Shit, I didn't know his name was Ian.
His name's Ian.
Yeah. And then we really need to solve this problem that we've got coming up like next week because we're just quoting things at the moment.
Yeah. Nice little segue. There's Ian.
Oh, Ian Rush. Just because it's an Ian. Right, there you go.
Who's Ian Rush?
Used to play for Liverpool in the 80s.
Oh, we want real people.
Not sports people. Not retards that kick balls.
I'm not a massive fan of it, but you wanted me to give you an Ian.
Okay,
I've given
Rush
you
then.
Ian Rush.
Wright. Ian Wright would have been a better one.
That's the same thing.
At least Ian Wright is an Ian that plays football that people know.
Yeah, but I loosely support Tottenham, so I can't name an Arsenal player.
Why don't you loosely name an Arsenal player? Oh, Ian Wright.
Ian Wright.
There we go.
Ian Wright, right. Yeah, you're right. I couldn't even think about that. Don't know why that one didn't come to mind.
Yeah. I don't know why it didn't come to mind for you. Even I know
fair, it's taking me that 5-minute segue to be sitting here. Like, I'm quoting Emperor Palpatine while at the same time going, Ians, there must be some more Ians.
That's the only reason we were doing it, was vamping. Yeah, okay, Ian Wright.
There you
go.
Well, that's the Ian wrong answer.
It was, in fact, Rush. And someone's going to tell me it's not Ian Rush.
There's going to be a correction next week. We're going to start this whole sports.
I don't think it is Ian Rush.
None of the three of us is prepared to deal with because none of us are sporty at all.
It's not Ian Rush. Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't.
Anyway, I've got the answer. Drown the dog.
You fucking prick. Well, I was thinking...
is that your dog?
Make it not look like a dog.
Right, okay, so... right... Like a Halloween mask or something. Make it like a bear.
No, I'm just out walking my box.
No, because a small bear like that would attract more attention.
That's true.
I would definitely talk to someone.
Why do you have this bear?
So you're saying you need to make it look like something less
like
appealing.
A
skunk.
No, not a skunk.
No, I'd go and pet a skunk.
I'd go pet a skunk.
Because lots of people who have skunks as pets, they have their scent glands removed.
People have skunks as pets?
Yeah, in America, yeah. And raccoons.
They're quite affectionate, skunks.
They're all part of the weasel family. People. Oh, sorry, I just hit my microphone full on there. I was trying to get rid of a fly. Sorry. But people have like ferrets, and ferrets are basically they're all the same thing, like badgers and ferrets and weasels and.
What do people? What would? All right. So what animal would you not go near? Because the list must be quite short if you're going.
A fully grown fucking Bengal tiger or something.
Yeah, but you can't make it look like a Bengal tiger.
No.
You can't make it look like
you can't make a border collie look like a fucking Bengal tiger.
What I was getting at was more making the dog look like a roller suitcase.
Right.
Yeah. Or a cardboard box.
Okay. Right.
With like an invisible lead, like a clear plastic lead.
I would walk up to someone who's standing next to a box that manages to follow him around,
or that has.
So with the roller suitcase is a good idea because it would follow you around.
Yeah.
Yes, and you could
tie the lead into the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
Well, no, you just have a handle. Basically, your answer is get a roller suitcase and stuff your dog in there.
Leave it holes, a little eye holes. But in Japan, they've got those cat backpacks with a little like dome in that the cats like look out of.
But I suppose the whole point of taking your dog outside is to exercise it.
Give him a walk. That's true.
We're going to be giving dogs diabetes.
Diabetes. Oh, diabetes.
Or you could just shave. That's it.
Make it look really mangy or something.
Make it look really, but you get a load of shaving foam and spray it around its mouth, make it look like it's got rabies.
I was going to say, well, yeah, like that, going along those lines.
Make it rabid.
Problem with that,
if you put a muzzle on it, people will automatically think that it's an aggressive dog.
Yeah,
that's true.
Or what you could do is you could have like in its sort of collar system, you could have you know when you're a kid and you had like the Batman or Action Man toys and they had like a spring release like grapnel gun or something like that.
Yeah.
Shoot the dog's head into someone's face.
Have that like sort of attached to the collar onto a muzzle, so that when someone comes over and see a muzzled dog, which they're assuming probably in the back of their mind, subconsciously they're thinking this must be an aggressive dog, and then have a little button.
Oh, well, it pulls his teeth. It pulls up.
Have a little button on the end of the leash, so that if someone comes over and gets too close to it, you can just fire the muzzle off, so it looks like the dog has just the dog has just somehow shed its muzzle.
It's just like to put up its like thing to make it look like
you
it's
shoot the
like
muzzle.
baring its teeth. But no, you're talking about projectile muzzle.
Yeah, then,
Stand back, love. Stand back. The dog's going to shoot his muzzle at you.
Yeah. Like
He slipped his muzzle.
Give it like a really 90s aggressive name, like call the dog Rocko. Right? So then as the old lady,
Sick of Rocko.
As the old lady is just about
Tickled me. I'm so hungover. That's really tickled me.
Fucking Rocko.
so the old lady's coming over, going, "Oh, what a lovely little boy!"
Rocco's muzzled life.
And then as she's literally about to pet it, you shoot the muzzle off and go, "Rocko, no!" So then she thinks, "Oh my god, it's an aggressive dog who somehow shed its muzzle by firing it. It's somehow figured out a way to projectile launch its own muzzle."
Oh god!
And then she'll immediately go, "Ooh!" and then disappear.
How would you'd have to plop the muzzle back in then?
Yeah, you'd have to click it back in.
Although, to be fair, you could have the muzzle on a little bit of like extendo and just stick it on the collar.
Yeah.
So but it still has the same effect.
Yeah, so it looks like
Still comes out and...
Yeah.
Rocco.
You could have like you'd have some little like pouches there, so that as it comes off, you see some like slobber, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have.
So it
I
looks
have
like it's thirsty for flesh.
I have a less aggressive solution.
Oh.
Where you just... you know those...
Rocco.
You can still call the dog Rocko in my solution, but... You know those kind of remote fart machines? You know, you click the button like out of 1998.
Is that
That
how
you
you do
fart?
noises?
Don't you mean
It's Pingu!
Stuart's ass?
Is that how you fart? Is that how you do fake fart noises? Like go.
Yep.
Surely you
No
go.
way.
That's better.
All right, that one. They put my eyeball out my socket then.
Always close your eye when you're doing a fake fart.
Yeah, it's like when you sneeze. Anyway, you install this somewhere upon the dog's person. No one wants to go near dog fart. So you just click the button. You can call it the dog egg machine. And then...
Dog egg?
Yeah.
What about the dog fart machine?
Yeah, but that's what... When a dog farts, it's a dog egg.
A dog egg?
So I've always called it.
What?
Yeah, but you've also always done fart noises like.
Did you just think Pingo was shitting through his mouth or something?
You sent me the Pingu that was dubbed over by a Scottish guy.
Oh god, that's so fucking funny.
You've got to see it, mate.
You pal.
Yeah. He's like,
Fuck you, dad.
come back in after a night out on the booze, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go be sick now. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yes, you could do that, and every time someone gets slightly near,
By Menin.
It sounds
bum bum.
That's like an orchestra tuning up.
Yeah. Like Close Encounters.
You could, of course, just train the dog to be really ostentatious, and then when people go, I'm not going to go near that dog, he looks really ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
Yeah.
See, I've got real.
I just remembered the word and I wanted to use it.
What, so you'd have him done up in Baroque architecture? Or
Yeah. And to be like, Dog's a bit up himself.
Yeah, the dog's a bit pretentious, yeah.
Yeah. If you feel like you're going to be outsmarted by the, oh, hey, doggy.
Yeah.
No, Barbara, I think you'll find that I've had a full classic education. Oh, fuck off, you ponce. No one's going to come near you. No one's going to come near you.
Rocko's suddenly really erudite.
Yeah. My owners call me Rocko, but...
Rocco da Vinci.
Rocko.
I'm actually called Lionel. I'm an architect.
Lionel, I'm an architect. It's the Baroque.
I wear a turtleneck and drive a Saab.
It's the Baroque architecture of my hindquarters.
Yeah. I wouldn't go near a dog that looked like that. Freak me out.
I've got problems with this problem.
What?
Because the thing is, my girlfriend, Maddie, and
He's one of those people.
we quite like approaching a nice dog.
See, this is the thing.
I do. And then I'll tell you the other thing. It's when the dog starts sniffing your crotch. Oh, they must smell mine. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah, so we have to pretend we've got a dog so we don't look weird. Oh, my God, he looks just like ours.
Yeah, you can't turn around and go, he must sniff the kibble I've rubbed under my bell end for this particular example of whatever's going on.
No, we
must smell the dog food I put down there, especially for this occasion.
we quite often approach dogs.
Dom is so hangover.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So there must be something that's mutually beneficial for all parties.
So you want to find a solution that...
Outside every possible shop, there is another smaller area that you just go into where you get given a code as a dog owner, but not a dog botherer, and it lets you in.
Dog botherer sounds sort of weird and sexual.
It was meant to.
Oh, right. Yeah, so like, as an owner, you can stand in the don't come near me in my dog zone.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump that fence if I see a good dog.
You should get a dog of your own and then you realise.
Oh, I thought you were being really colloquial and agreeing with me. I'm going to jump that fence, and I agree with Stu. No, you mean you're going to jump the fucking fence
get in there
and say to the dog, "Oh, you're so cute,"
and go crazy with dogs. Yeah, I'm going to lay on the floor.
Oh my God, is that Rocko?
Cover myself in chicken and let them just go for it.
You can pedigree my chum. Do you know Pedigree is owned by the Mars Group? It's made by the same people that make Mars and Galaxy chocolate.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Nice.
That's why.
Useful information.
It's packed full of sugar, mate. You feed a dog that, Rocko gonna be hyper.
Is that
I completely promise you, yeah.
Oh, my dogs always get working dog food.
Yes, that's the way to do it.
Everything they need without too much fat.
Oh, okay. I'll bear that in mind.
Wet food.
That's what Dom
also
says
does
to
their
everybody.
thinking.
That's what Dom says to everybody as they're waiting outside of the fucking shop.
What does
What
he eat?
do you feed him?
Well, I don't feed him farquhar and chicken.
Be wasted on a dog, farquhar and chicken. Not farquhar, chicken. Dogs eat chicken all the time, don't they?
That's true.
Anything.
Right, we've got to come up with...
I guess if you're putting people off, if you're in that kind of mood, you might, maybe if you had a little break from it, you wouldn't mind people coming up and talking to your dog. If it was only once every...
A dog talking stopwatch.
Once every 5 people.
Yeah. If you spent 5 days of the week scaring people away from your dog, maybe you wouldn't mind it at the weekends.
Yeah, probably. I still like the projectile muzzle, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to say, that would do the job quite nicely.
It has an element of theatre that I enjoy.
You might make it onto, what was that program? Was it 999?
What?
Down, down, down.
Yeah, with Ian Burke. I don't know.
Ian Burke, that's your favourite.
Michael Burke.
Yeah.
Michael Burke.
It was Michael Burke.
Oh, yeah, he did that thing, and it was...
Here we see Rocco's projectile thing. Take a woman's eye out.
That used to really scare me, that show.
Yeah, I remember watching the one where someone tried climbing a fence and pierced their foot on it.
Everyone remembers that. Yeah.
Did you see the guy in Russia
Yes.
who tried to climb like one of those fences?
Oh, yeah.
And he slipped and he took his nuts and his penis off.
Yeah.
And there's like this
is
incredibly blurred out picture of his nuts and his
tackle.
Fucking just
Which bit's the tackle? I say that all the time. I go, oh, yep, it's his tackle. Is that the danglies or the longies?
Well, generally they say your rod and tackle, and I imagine the rod is the
Rod.
Penis.
and
And
your
the
tackle
tackle's-
is the balls. They're supposed to attract the ladies. Because as we all know, ladies love a good ball.
Yes.
But Surely
swinging them around.
Surely, like in like the classic look of fishing, it's a little worm at the end of the hook.
Yeah,
Guilty.
Which is what I'm packing.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely packing a maggot. So.
Kid did that at our school. Climbed over a fence and ripped himself ball to bumhole. And we called him Gooch for the rest of the year.
Is that why it was called Gooch?
That's exactly why he was called Gooch.
I never knew that's why.
Because he actually ripped his gooch.
You would just go along with the crowd.
No, I just called him Gooch because he was a tool.
No, he was. He probably still is, but he climbed over.
He wipes his.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Now I feel terrible.
Yeah, not as bad as he felt.
No.
Anyway.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Ooh, just thinking about that's making me sting. Well, I think we solved it with projectile muzzle.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
We can't top ourselves on that.
No.
We've got to name the show now. I'm going to put this here, Rocko's Muzzled Life.
Oh, yeah.
Rocko's Muzzled Life.
You know it's coming back, Rocko's Modern Life.
No.
They're doing a new series of it.
I didn't really watch it when it was on.
I did. It was on Nickelodeon. And now I've just let you into my sort of general upbringing as a middle class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't have the Nickelodeon when I was a kid.
Yeah.
No.
I did.
Chip on your shoulder? No. Because of our chip
Oh, we were
shop.
talking about chips a lot, weren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we somehow put chips and dogs together?
I've got nothing, but I was going along the Rocko's Muzzled Life theme as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't get Rocko's Muzzled Life.
Instead of battered cod, you could have battered dog.
No.
But that does look like it's a whole episode about how the best way to kick seven is just shit out your dog.
That's true.
And we don't condone that.
We're going to Rocko's Muzzled Life.
I think it's going to be Rocko's Muzzled Life.
Rocko's Muzzled Life. Yay, I named one. That's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a little while. Really, you need to come hungover more often.
I will get absolutely smashed every Sunday from now on.
Excellent.
Right then. I have to do the outro. I'm hosting. So we've named it Rocko's Muzzled Life. If you've enjoyed the show today, please find us at one of our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube even. You can find links to all of that at our website, your hub for everything See If It Sticks, at stickitpod.com. You can also send us an email, tell us what you think, send us your problems, comment on our beautiful hair that you can't see. What are you doing? Yeah, and most of all, just most of all,
Dom was just to point out that Dom was asking me a question. He wasn't like a general listener question. Like his mind just wandered. He was like,
that was voguing next to me.
Milton Keynes, what are you doing?
preempting someone listening
It's
to
a
this
fucking flying ant. That's what it is. They're everywhere.
preempting people listening to this podcast, like while they're doing the housework or something. Like someone who I'm picturing, like someone who's going around doing the hoovering and sort of like looked out the window, thought, well, no one's around, maybe I can masturbate. And just as they sit down, what are you doing?
Anyway, send us your comments, complaints, Dan Mail, Ross Gilbert's correction erections, anything you want, really. Audio, video, anything you want. For See If It Sticks this week, I've been Dom.
I have been Dan.
And I have been Stu.
And remember to spay and neuter your pets.